I can't believe I'm about to say this, but DICE and EA actually did something good for Battlefield 5. Hmm. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Victory Pants, and today I'm going to be covering over the new update in Battlefield 5 called War in the Pacific. If you guys don't know what this update's about, it's really awesome. I mean, Battlefield 5 was doing pretty bad before this update. Now it's doing really good. I mean, there's brand new factions, two new factions to be exact. There's brand new weapons, tanks, vehicles, airplanes. There's just a new mode. It's just a really awesome update that people needed. People have been wanting this since day one of Battlefield 5's release, and we finally got it, which is awesome. So yeah, this is my chance to kind of break it down and tell you guys what it's about before you guys play it, or if you already have played it. Yeah, you guys already know how awesome it is. It's amazing. But yeah, we're gonna get started with the two new maps that the two new maps that War in the Pacific added. One of the maps is Pacific Storm, which is not in the gameplay. It's islands that you break through. Japanese and the USA, they fight for the islands, and it's really cool. Very tropical map. Then the second map, of course, is Iwo Jima. Sorry if my pronunciation is wrong, but that's actually in the gameplay you're seeing right now. Really cool. Again, USA, Japan, that's the main focus of this update, is just USA and Japan, which is brand new factions, which is really cool. USA, I haven't actually wanted to see USA in Battlefield 5 for a long time, mostly because I live in the USA, so yeah, it's actually nice to see my own country in the game, and actually be able to play as them. Also, there's new weapons at the launch, like the M1 Grand. We've been wanting that forever. The Type 99 Aseka. Sorry for my pronunciation again. My pronunciation for most weapons are not going to be very good. Sorry about that. And also the M3 Grease Gun, the Nambu Type 2A, and the Type 97 LMG, and the M1918A2. Brand new guns, pretty cool. And I think it's really cool, to be honest. The brand new guns are awesome. So are the vehicles. There's new tanks. I'll be getting to that later, and new airplanes. And yeah. Another big thing about this update is the fact that it's a brand new chapter to Battlefield 5. This is the War in the Pacific chapter, just like the update. Everything's just War in the Pacific. But it's now the new chapter called War in the Pacific, like I said, and new chapter means new rewards, like the jungle carbine, which is in the reward system, and the reward system goes all the way up. It's like a chain of things, kind of like a battle pass, but it's not really a battle pass, but it goes all the way up to two new skins. I'll show them on the screen right now. One's on the Japanese skin, one's a Japanese skin, and one's a USA skin. But yeah, rewards, of course. Week 1, there is a new week 1 challenges. There's a new skin that came out called the Crewman. I personally already unlocked the skin by doing all the challenges within like the first day of its release. Here's a picture of the Crewman, equipped and everything on your character. I think it looks pretty nice for the USA faction. I think it's awesome. Another thing that we need to talk about is the new battle pickups, the Katana and the M2 Flamethrower. Now, I don't have any footage of the Katana or the Flamethrower, mostly because I've never touched the Flamethrower, and I've only touched the Katana once, and it was for a brief period of time, and I had no footage of it. Sorry about that. But from my experience, the Katana is very cool. It's like a one hit, and people just die all over the place. Like, if you're in a tiny room and you have a Katana, you're most likely to win any conflict that you're in. It's a really good sidearm, or whatever you want to call it, like side weapon. But it's a really good, it's a really good weapon to have. The next thing is also the M1, the M1 flamethrower. No, the M2 flamethrower. The M2 flamethrower. I've never had it in my hands, and I've never used it. But as a person that's been killed by it many times, I can say that it is effective, and it's annoying being on the other side. Because if you're sitting there, chilling in a bunker on like Iwo Jima, and then a flamethrower just busts open the door, and it just gets rid of your entire team, just squad wipe. It's something else. I mean, it's pretty overpowered if you know what you're doing with it. That's what I'm guessing. I never had it in my hands, so don't take my word for that. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is the new vehicles they added. One of the new things that they added, which I love, is the Sherman tank. If you guys don't know what that is, it's the American tank. Really awesome tank in World War II, very iconic tank. Really glad they added it. They already had it in the files of the Last Tiger, so of the story mission Last Tiger, so they must have had it, put it in somehow. Must have been really easy to put it in because they already had it, the model and everything downloaded. So yeah, the other tanks that we're gonna get to, there's the three more tanks. The next tank, as you can see on the screen, is LTV tank. It's an amphibious tank, very good for getting A to B. And they also got the Type 97, which is the Sherman tank for the Japanese, and their amphibious tank will be the Kamai. Sorry for my pronunciation. The Kamai, or whatever you want to call it, is actually a pretty good tank too. The Kamai and the other amphibious tank for the Americans, they are actually great. You're going to be very familiar with them on the two new maps, because in order to get from the island to island, or from the boat to the island, especially on the American side, you're going to have to use those tanks or the amphibious vehicles to get there. You're going to be very recognized with these vehicles, or very familiar with them as the more you play. So yeah, very familiar with them. You're going to get to know them real good. Might want to name them Joe or Bob. But yeah, that's it for the tanks. Now for new planes, we actually got two new planes, one for each faction, but there's different variants of the plane. There's a fighter version and a bomber version. So there's different variants of the plane. For the American side, we got the F4U Crosshair, or Corsair, or whatever you want to call it. Sorry for my pronunciation. But yeah, we have two variants of it. We got the fighter version, and we also got the bomber version. But yeah, pretty nice planes. I personally like them. Really fast, agile, and the bombs, you only get like two bombs, and they are pretty devastating. As the people on the ground, they're really devastating. Also, same thing goes with the Japanese planes. It's basically the same exact plane, just different skin. Really nice planes. You know, agile. Bombs are great. Two new types of guns. One is we already had, not really new, but it's one's like for shooting down planes, and one's for shooting people on the ground. But yeah, three modes: bombs, ground bullets, and I want to say like bullets for aiming on the ground for ground troops, and then bullets for planes, and then bombs, of course. Now, that is pretty much it for this update. My opinion is that this update is awesome. Hopefully they add more maps and stuff, because to be honest, I've just been playing War of the Pacific just non-stop, and I've been just playing two maps for over, like, I want to say 24 hours of gameplay so far as the 3 days it's been up. I've been just playing two maps, and I hope they do add more maps as the chapter goes on. I hope the rewards get better too. Rewards are already great. It's looking great so far, I gotta say. Hopefully it gets awesome. Like, it already is awesome, but hopefully it gets, awesomer. Not really real word, but you guys get what I mean. But hopefully it gets better. I like it so far. Hopefully they keep it up. Hopefully EA, recognizes that this is what they need to do in their games, and they keep on continuing to do it. So yeah, that's all for this review, and I guess explanation of the new update that came out for War of the Pacific. So yeah, hopefully you guys had a great day, weekend, month, whenever you watch a video. Goodbye.